in one of the cases, it's a business who's struggling because of their his 1 rupee outstanding, and that particular account is written off, because of which his loan is stuck. Let's assume that, Nikhil, you have a particular credit card.
Right.
Okay. You didn't pay for 6 months.
It has gotten into written off.
Okay.
Right.
Now let's assume another 6 months has elapsed. Okay. Now you are out of your situation. You have enough money to clear the outstanding, and you make your mind, and you also need credit facility from XYZ bank. So you visit us. Step 1 is we generate your credit report. We analyze your credit report. We zero in on all the issues that are blocking you from taking a credit facility.
Okay.
Once we analyze, once we have all the issues that are blocking you from taking a credit facility, we tell you, we solutionize, we give you solution. Boss, these are the issues that are blocking you from taking a credit facility, and this is what it takes to fix the issue. Now, one of those issues are, let's assume that you have a written off account. Okay. Now, for this particular account, we talk to you. We will tell you that, Nikhil, you have to pay. You have to pay the bank. How much, we don't know. So we will reach out to the bank.
Get those figures.
So I'm once again, I want to highlight this fact that it's not Ken Stone that's reaching out to the bank. It's Nikhil that's reaching out to the bank.
Okay.
Yeah. So we will give you clear drafts.
Okay.
And the email addresses
whom you have to send messages
to whom you have to send emails or messages to.
Okay.
So this in itself is a blog, because
it's
shady. Actually, it's shady in terms of whom to reach out and all that. It's not easy.
Banks say they have relationship managers, but most of the time I've seen they are just good salespeople.
Yeah.
They generally don't know a lot of these things.
It's literally, it's messed up actually.
You'll give the
by
drafts.
The time we realize whom to reach out, it will take time.
And one other month of interest is added.
Yeah, absolutely. Your toss is growing.
Yeah, your toss is growing.
You might get tossed in the process.
Right. So you will give the correct people to reach out to.
Right.
And
once they reach out, once they share that particular draft. See, draft should also be clear.
Okay.
See, this is communication, no? When you're trying to communicate, the other person should also understand as to why you are reaching out.
Yeah.
Correct? A lot of people fail to communicate. They don't understand why the account has gotten written off, or what is it that they have to write in order to get an outstanding, which can help them remove that written off status and all that. Nobody knows.
Okay.
So we give them a clear-cut draft, which will clearly communicate the bank that, boss, I'm reaching out to you to clear the outstanding so that I can get out of this mess of having a written off status in my credit report.
Because I'm blocked.
I'm
blocked from getting any loan.
Exactly. I want to close this particular account.
Right.
Clean closure.
Right.
Not a settlement. Once it's communicated with the bank will internally check the records, get back to you with the outstanding that you need to pay.
The toss.
Right. You need to pay to close the loan, for the loan clean closure.
Will you negotiate it on my behalf?
So it depends on the aging of the account.
Okay.
If it's 6 months old or 1 year old or 1.5 years old, they hardly negotiate.
Okay.
If it's tens of years old, if it's a decade old, they negotiate.
So you will help negotiate it down
once, and then the customer has to pay back. We will tell the customer as to how to make the payment also. Making the payment is also a procedure.
Oh, okay. That's surprising.
Because if it's a really old account, the account will be dormant.
Oh.
Or if it's a really old credit card, it's only credit card that he owns, and he doesn't have a bank account with that particular bank, then where do you pay? He will not. It's not an active card. Via app, you won't be able to pay. So there is a procedure to make the payment. So there is a procedure. There is a proper procedure to make the payment. If you don't follow the procedure properly, it can get stuck. We will give
then your funds are also blocked and your written off is also not removed. That's crazy, dude.
Absolutely. That can happen.
Has that happened to any of your customers? Like who have come to you? Not your... I'm sure you guys take care.
Yes.
But have people come to you, payment kar liya and...
It has happened. And their written off is never removed. They have not been issued an NOC. All that has happened. In one of the cases, it's a business who is who's struggling because of their is 1 rupee outstanding, and that particular account is written off, because of which his loan is stuck. He is like, boss, I'm not 1 rupee, I'll pay 10,000 rupees. You remove this written off flag.
So then you give the proper payment instruction after
absolutely. That. Proper payment instruction. Once the customer have to pay proper procedure, follow proper procedure, make the payment, share us the details. We'll get the NOC. Then we have to write to the banks or
so you'll make sure you follow up with the bank and get the NOC.
Absolutely. Otherwise, we won't be able to remove that particular flag from work with the credit institute or a credit bureau to get it removed.
Okay.
So right after that, we'll follow up for NOC. Once the NOC gets issued, then we go back to the credit bureaus.
Okay.
Work with them, raise concern, have them updated.
Okay.
Update the status of that.
That's where your service closes.
Absolutely. Once the status is updated, our service closes. We will generate a fresh report, give that particular report,